Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On the set. Look at me.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 31, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Hey, watch it.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Leo!
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Lawrence. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Etienne once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
You ready?
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hurry, hurry.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Finds the open target, Arnold.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. From the shotgun, Lawrence
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon.
And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Forrest and the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Etienne on the toss right.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net.
you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Mahomes.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Mahomes will throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try for Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers there, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it?
Yeah,
someone open, they gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.